and we've got a member of Bible Belt Massacre. Thanks for coming by.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. So this is a name that the Christian suburban housewives all love, I'm sure. How did you come up with the name?
I came up with this name a while ago, actually, when I was a teenager. Like, I've always been big into like shock rock and essentially offensive stuff. And, growing up in the South, I thought of a name that off rip would raise hairs on the back of conservative Christians' necks in the South.
Yeah, because you're in the Bible Belt, right? You're in the South.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Is there a pretty big goth movement out there? I don't know. I'm in California. I know there's a lot out here.
Here, not really. We have goth nights here and there in Atlanta, stuff like that. I don't really go to them. I know in Florida, there's the Castle, which is, a 2-3 story tall goth club that I go down to here and there, to
That's
party.
cool. I would love. Have you ever been to Bar Sinister in Hollywood, California?
No, I want to play there so bad, but I don't know if they'll book metal bands,
Dude,
maybe
you gotta try because that's
keyboard
so.
on
I used
stage.
to live in LA and go there all the time, and it was so cool. And like, you could get tied to a cross and whipped, and bartenders just had pasties, and it was the Monday night thing to do in LA was Bar Sinister.
See, that sounds like our kind of party. If I ever get
Yeah,
out there, I'm going 100%.
yeah. So, did you ever listen to Manson or like Manson or no?
Yes, growing up, actually, my mom is the one who put me on to Manson. My mom, never dictated what I listened to, what I looked like. In fact, when I was little for my birthday, she got me Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson tickets and took me to help me pick out like boots and like dresses and all kind of cool stuff to wear to the show.
That's a cool mom because I'm a huge Marilyn Manson fan. I always have been. I don't care what controversy or things are happening. I've personally interviewed him, and he has been nothing but respectful to me. So I just go off of my interactions, and I just think I love shock rock too. When it's not just about great music, but the costumes, even gore, like the blood, getting everyone into the movement. It's like a theater show and not just a regular concert. I don't know. I dig it. Is that so? You guys are just getting started, right? You've got an EP coming out. You've got the single play thing I listened to. But what's the goal for you guys as a band?
Essentially, our goal, like, in the 70s, they had Alice Cooper. In the 90s and early 2000s, they had Manson. This generation really doesn't have shock rock because if I'm being real, my generation is terrified of pissing people off, and we are far from fucking terrified of pissing people off.
Good.
Like, basically, our goal, every generation has to step it up a notch. Like Manson had to step it up from Alice Cooper. We plan on making, as much as we love Manson and Alice Cooper, making them look like Kids Bop, essentially.
Even wilder, crazier things. I know. So Dead Poet Society just got on stage and got a tattoo on their butt on stage. What's
I
like
saw
some crazy thing you guys would do on stage to like shock?
I do know our show coming up in Atlanta next week. We plan on ripping a baby out of a pregnant belly, drinking the blood out of it, stabbing somebody in the head, dragging a gimp around on stage while Plaything plays. Pretty much
Okay.
anything we can cram into it to be extra, we're gonna try to do.
Yeah. No, I like that. And you're right. The younger generation, I don't know if it was like COVID or this PC or cancel culture, but I think they're more afraid of pissing people off and not speaking their mind. It's
I,
weird.
I I personally can't stand TikTok culture. I think it ruined alternative culture, if I'm being real. Like, very
I see that.
obviously, I'm into cross dressing, all kinds of stuff. I'm as left as it can get without being ridiculous. But I do think alternative culture has been ruined for TikTok. If you speak
Yeah.
out of line against anything anybody believes in, you're a demon. And I'm here to essentially be this generation's I don't give a fuck what you think. Like, if you
Yeah.
want to make me out to be a demon, then I'll fucking be your demon. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I listen to a lot of podcasts, obviously, and I love it. And that we're losing our culture by all pretending to be one person and not being like it's okay to be unique and different and maybe not like somebody and like something else. Like it's there's nothing wrong. It doesn't mean you're racist or homophobic if you talk a certain way or like a certain group or band. It's mind blowing to me how close minded some people are because I like everything. I like everybody. I don't have I'll listen to Alanis Morissette and I'll listen to Alice Cooper one day, and I can't be pigeonholed into one thing.
Absolutely. And I do think the alternative culture nowadays, I don't know how they will handle shock rock because we're just starting. But the thing is, of course, I'm out to shock and scare, the conservative right, bigots, all that, give them heart attacks. But I'm also looking to give you heart attacks as well. Like, I'm not playing favorites. I'm trying to terrify everybody that comes to the show.
Yeah, I dig it. Okay, can I ask you random questions?
Absolutely.
Okay, The Cure or Type O Negative?
Type O Negative.
That's good. Peter Steele was
That is a very beautiful man. I
body.
love Peter Steele.
Yeah, I had a crush. What is your second favorite color after black?
Pink.
Okay, that's my two favorite colors. I would not have guessed pink though. What is the best thing about the Southern United States?
Shit, nothing. There's more rednecks to piss off. That's the best thing, I guess.
Where do you want to make it to? Like, what's your goal for states?
Honestly, I would say California, but California, is flooded with everybody trying to make it. And now I say we're in a good spot because we're unique where we're at the moment.
I get that. Yeah. That's what, so I loved LA, but I like Northern California better because it's not saturated. It's not a ton of people trying to make it in music or movie industry. It's more affordable and chill, but yet you can drive down to Hollywood and get to the madness easily. So I like NorCal. What is the weirdest DM you've received?
Oof. Okay. So when I first started making music, people are unhinged and people will send extremely weird messages. And sometimes I go through my requests because I have 500 plus at any given moment.
I do too. And sometimes you can miss something, like it'll get in your request like an actual business opportunity.
Yeah. So I was looking through and I saw one that said view photo. I opened it. This person had cut my stage name from their elbow down to their wrist, had my stage name dripping blood. And I just did not answer. I was just like, don't hurt yourself over somebody's image. Like, that's a little ridiculous. Like, what? I'm all for dark.
You weren't shit. Like, are you still alive? You didn't know if they're alive or bled out?
The thing is, I was advised not to entertain it because it could be like they got the attention they wanted. So if they do more, crazy shit, then I'll give in more and message them more. And I'd rather just not encourage actual fucked up behavior.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. I saw too, I think Danny that puts on all the big festivals, like followed you or your band. How did that happen or come about?
Okay, so I've been following Danny Wimmer and going to his festivals for years, right?
Yeah, me too. I love him.
I gather all of my friends in cars and we hightail it to whatever festival we can get to. And here and there, I kind of been a little bugging him a little bit, but
Good. You got to.
He posted
That's how I get big bands.
Oh, yeah. He posted something that was like, follow your dreams. I was like, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm in your comments section. I want to play your festivals. And he followed us. Nothing has come out of it so far, but we'll see. If he wants a really violent shock rock band, he
doesn't follow just anybody. You know? So
we would be happy to cover those stages in blood if he would let us,
Yeah. I want to see you guys at Aftershock. That's ours in Sacramento next year. And that's our Super Bowl every year. So you guys got to come play next October in Aftershock. That's got to be the goal. We'll talk to him.
Oh, I would love to.
Okay. The Crow or The Craft?
The Crow, hands down. Eric Draven. Oh.
Yeah.
The Craft, though, Nancy has a special place in my heart, but Eric Draven just,
is hot. Yeah. And I don't want them to remake it, though. I don't like them remaking anything. I just like the original. So
they shouldn't have touched it. It was like a cultural thing of its time, and I do believe it should have just stayed that because now, they pretty much put a stain on the legacy of that movie. Even the director of the original movie was like making fun of it, like this is ass.
Yeah. The only movie I liked the remake was It, and I was even shocked because I'm such a Tim Curry fan in general, and I just feel like you couldn't compare the old It to the new It. They were so different that I dug it.
yeah, two different things completely.
Yeah. Okay. The most important accessory to rock on stage.
Ooh. Huh. I'm gonna have to go with Hairspray. Shout out to all the 80s bands. Hairspray, it's an accessory. Fuck it.
Okay. I like it. Is there any 80s hair metal bands that you like?
Oh, that is my actual favorite genre on the planet. Wasp, Rat, Poison, Motley Crue, Cinderella. Like my vision for
Fuck
my
yeah.
character, what I'm going for is to look like a hair metal star that was just dug up from the ground, like a dead version of a glam metal artist.
Oh, I love that. I'm huge Motley Crue, Kiss, Wasp too. I'm trying to get Blackie Lawless. I've been talking to his manager the last couple of weeks, and I'm like, I really want Blackie really bad to come on and freak
I
out.
love Blackie Lawless with
Yeah.
everything in me. That man still has it today. I watch live videos on YouTube. His voice has not went anywhere. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I heard. So he may come. There's the Rainbow Bar on the Sunset. If you know, I'm obsessed, and they're having their anniversary party. And so for
Oh,
sure, Faster Pussycat's coming, and Wasp might come too. And so I can't wait. It's not till April, but they just announced it, and I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna fly down there.
I
And
feel like I would cry if I met Tame from Faster Pussycat. I feel like I would faint.
oh my God, I had him on my show in Austin, Texas in 2010. And I was so excited, like freaked out. He's such a nice guy, too. I love it when you're a fan of someone and then you meet them and they're really just polite, cool, laid back, and it doesn't ruin. Because some artists are assholes or like full of themselves. So,
I had the best interaction, like how you were saying you like when you meet somebody and they're nice. I started associating with Insane Clown Posse, and those guys have been
yeah,
nothing but awesome to us.
you guys could open for Insane Clown Posse. I could see that.
We actually played on their yearly festival for our first show ever at the Gathering of the Juggalos. It was our very first show ever, and
What? So sick.
Violent J from ICP helped get us on. My mom was in the hospital. He sent her like $5,000 worth of merch because she's a fan. Like those dudes are amazing.
ICP, shout out. That's fucking
Oh yeah.
badass. Well, nice. Well, dude, tell us where to find you and what's coming up next for the band.
You can follow us on Instagram at the Bible Belt Massacre and Spotify Bible Belt Massacre. And actually, 2 days from now, we're playing a show, and then a day after that, we're going into the studio to start wrapping up our EP. So pretty soon, we're gonna be having music videos out. We have unreleased music videos. We have one for Plaything that we recorded months and months ago that has not seen the light of day. But yeah, here pretty soon we're gonna start releasing stuff and really kick it into overdrive, and hopefully start touring and playing festivals so everybody can catch us everywhere.
Fuck yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming by. And I hope I get to see you guys live. So come to California. And when you do, I got to come out and see you guys.
We will try our best. Thank you.
I love shock rock. Yeah, no problem.